Yes, guys, and welcome back to our opposition preview. It is the big one. For the third time this season, Arsenal take on Liverpool. And yes, massive game at the Emirates on Sunday. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. And of course, we are joined by, as always, whenever we do a Liverpool preview, there's only one man to bring on to do the opposition preview with. It is onto the ball. Scott, welcome back to the channel, bro. How you been doing, man? You all good?
Yeah, I'm good, Josh. As always, thanks so much for the invite. I'm always here, brother. You know that. We do this collaboration home and away every time. Liverpool, Arsenal. It's box office, baby. It doesn't get any bigger. At Anfield, it was an absolute box office. FA Cup box office. We come away with a W, getting through to the next round, and we're back again in the league. It's going to be another one. It's going to be fireworks. I can just smell it.
Absolute facts as always, man. Look, guys, if you're regulars, you should already be subscribed to Scott. But if you're not, if you're new to watching this, his link is in the title. Very easy to do. Click the blue at, takes you right to the channel. Drop him a subscribe, and yeah,
Cheers, Josh.
him as well. No worries at all, man. But let's get right into it. I think before we should start, I think obviously the whole news that came out. Obviously, I'm going to ask you about Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. For me, that came out very unexpected. I was very surprised with that news, but he's gone at the end of the season. Obviously, what's your whole thoughts on him leaving? And also, in terms of replacements, who are some like the replacements who could really come in and replace him at the end of the season, do you think, bro?
First of all, yeah, just a shock out of absolutely nowhere. The timing couldn't have been weirder as well. In January, when we're on for a quadruple of sorts, it just makes no sense at all. But I mean, a generational manager, it just doesn't do him justice. He's come in, he's won the lot, winning us the league after 30 years. You know, we couldn't have asked for any more. Absolutely heartbroken that he's leaving. It just makes no sense when you see he's revitalized the team, the midfield. He's been backed probably for the first time in his tenure. He's been there. This is his 9th year now. He's been back like he hasn't done before. So, you know, maybe that was to revitalize him. Maybe it was needs must. So maybe it was recognition, like we need to move the club forward. So all the pointers were there that I just can't understand why he's quit. Personally, I think he has been exhausted by the owners. I mean, this is a money game now, Josh. You know what it's like. You need to be spending 100, 150, 200 million to either create a title winning squad or sustain a title winning squad. And we've been doing it regularly on 30, 35, 40, 50 million net spend. Maybe that's where the exhaustion word comes in. He's exhausted of trying to have us winning titles on this net spend going into another summer. You've got 40 million pounds at your disposal, thinking, what on earth am I going to do with 40 million pounds when Bellingham's 100 million, Declan Rice is 100 million? There's rumours that he wanted to quit last season, but he didn't want to go out like that because we had a wretched season. So big up to him for that, sticking in. And now he is going to leave with us at the top of the league. It remains to be seen whether it falls apart. Early signs are that we are going to go hell for leather and fight to the death to hand Jurgen some silverware on his departure. So it's all looking good so far. But yeah, you just got to let the shocks set in. And it is like, yeah, it's, you know, you're talking Bill Shankly, like when he left, you've watched the videos in black and white of when the fans found out. It's as big as that. That last game of the season against Wolves, I mean, I hope it's to win the league, but by Christ, what an atmosphere that'll be. It'll be like emotional. It'll be like the atmosphere will be just incredible. People will stay in the ground for hours after.
Yeah.
Even if we haven't got a league to play for, it's just going to be emotional. And then, of course, we move on to the next guy. Because I'm feeling so down about it, I'm thinking, Jurgen Klopp, no one can do what he's done. Pep Guardiola couldn't have done what he's done on the money he's spent. Like, to me, there's no other, and we're going to fall off a cliff now. That's what I truly feel. But the next guy in, everyone's mentioning Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Look, he's apparently got a clause in his contract that he can be released for either Liverpool, Bayern Munich, or Real Madrid. Liverpool are going to have no manager come the summer. If he could win the Bundesliga with Leverkusen, wrestle that title away from Bayern Munich. I mean, they've won it, 10 years in a row now.
Crazy, yeah.
it's never going to get any better than that. So that would be a good opportunity for Xabi to bow out of there with his stock as high as it will ever be. So, and I'm not saying it's now or never for Xabi, but sometimes you just got to take these opportunities when they come. Liverpool are in a fantastic position with a fantastic squad, and that's coming from me, who has slated FSG for not spending more in the last 8 years. But all of a sudden, I look around, Josh, and I feel like we've got 17, 18, 19 players that could fit in to the 11 on Saturday or a Sunday. And I still look at it and think we are strong. So yeah, it's you got to be positive, you got to look forward, but it's just heartbreaking. And big up to Jurgen Klopp, man. He's been probably the best 9 years of my footballing Liverpool supporting life. So it's been incredible. What a journey.
Nah, 100%. And this reminds me, and I know Wenger, when we had Wenger, he was here for 22 years, but this reminds me of that. You know, he did so much for Arsenal Football Club, Arsene Wenger. And yeah, as you said, that last day of the season is going to be very emotional, like it was for us when it was Wenger's last day, because we respect the achievements that he brought and the success that he brought to our clubs. It's same with Klopp, man. And as an Arsenal fan, I got huge respect for that guy, man. Yeah, he's been a privilege.
Tough going, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's been a privilege to obviously be in the Premier League. And in this era I've seen, he's been one of the best managers I've seen. The way how he's transformed you guys, the whole rebuild he did, just everything, you know, the trophies he's won with you lot, everything. And even this season, bro, you lot are in a League Cup final, you're in the title race, you're in an FA, you're going to go deep in the FA Cup, you're going to go deep in Europa League. Like, this guy deserves that level of respect, man. And yeah,
My
certainly
only regret, I mean, I've got loads of regrets, but if there's one little
yeah,
thing that I just wish for is that Pep went before him. And I could have
yeah,
seen him at Liverpool for a year or two without Pep, maybe scooping another title or two, because Pep is just a game changer.
for real, man. Yeah, absolute facts. Like let's obviously move on to this game. You're coming to the Emirates Stadium. Obviously we spoke about this twice this season. We played each other twice. A draw at Anfield, and you beat us in the FA Cup. Just quickly going back to the FA Cup game, obviously at the Emirates. I thought the first half, obviously, we had plenty of chances, man. You know, Ante
was
Havertz
mad,
up
wasn't
front,
it?
and he missed sitters. And then obviously Kiwior decides to head into our own net, and then obviously Diaz wraps up for you wraps up the game for you guys. Sorry, but yeah, what was your whole thoughts on the FA Cup game? I mean, I bet you was thrilled with not knocking us out in the third round, coming to the Emirates as well, wasn't he? And keeping a clean sheet as well.
Yeah, clean sheet. Third round away at the Emirates, it doesn't get much tougher. Maybe at the Etihad would be a little bit tougher, but when you get drawn like that, you're out. It's as simple as that. It's the FA Cup third round where we're going for the league. We're still in Europe, although I'm not that fussed about Europa League. But you just think FA Cup, yeah, that's us out. So when you go into the game a little bit like that, it's a free hit. We hung in there as long as we could, and the longer we hung in there, you just thought if we can nick a goal now, we're going to cause a shock here. And as it played out, it did. But I take it all day long. I don't think we're going to have as positive a result as that on Sunday, but obviously, crossing my fingers, we do. But yeah, look, I mean, but what were you thinking? Obviously, being at home, were you thinking like Liverpool did rest a few for that as well? Were you thinking this is going to be a bit of a passage through for us? Because I'd be the same if it was Arsenal at Anfield, I'd be like, that's us going through. Simple.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Because it's the Emirates, and you know it's a FA Cup tie. I was really expecting us. I was very confident going into the game. I can't remember what I was saying to you on the preview, but I was very confident going into this game. Like FA Cup, you know, we have to go far in this FA Cup as well, and that's another trophy, obviously, that we just thrown away. Carabao Cup, League Cup, and all we got left now is the Premier League and Champions League. So I was very, very disappointed that we got knocked out by you guys. And as I said, we never took our chances, man. We had plenty of chances against you lot. And that's what happens in football, though, man. You know, we don't take the chances. It's been like this the story of Arsenal this season, really. You know, we don't take our chances, and we end up getting punished. But yeah, talking about obviously you coming to the Emirates, you know, Premier League. How are you feeling, man? Like confident level wise, you know, obviously I watched your game against Chelsea.
Did you watch it? I was just about to ask. Did you watch it? Like
relying on the youth, you know.
I've just got this.
That the right back who scored
Connor Bradley.
Yeah, what a game that geezer had, man.
I mean, Jurgen Klopp has got a real problem on his hands for Sunday, Josh. He'll be a brave, brave man if he starts Trent over Connor.
Wow.
Like, to me, I just don't see how he can. He is so bang in form. Man of the match the last 2 games in a row. He's got assists coming out of his ears. He's scored. He's flying. So sometimes it's at a point where when you're so in form, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter who's to come back in, as in Trent. I think he's world class. You've just got to play him. But then we've got the same problem on the other side. Joe Gomez is playing out of his skin. Like, Robertson doesn't deserve to come back in at left back over Joe Gomez. He's been absolutely incredible. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of the polar opposite of when I come on the stream with you in December before the game at Anfield.
Yes.
I tipped Arsenal for a win. I said, I feel like Arsenal can go up another gear, whereas I feel fortunate to be up at the top of the league. I feel like we're just about getting over the line in games. But the last couple of games, it's gone full circle. It's like we're exhibiting football. It's like we can turn it on at any moment. We've got like the front five are firing. I know Salah's away at the minute, but you drop Jota on the right, Nunes on the left, Nunes in the centre. You drop Gakpo in, Luis Diaz. The midfield as well. Like, I mean, I'm running out of superlatives for the midfield. You've got like Curtis Jones is playing the football of his life. I know he's only like 22, 23, but he's looking like a 60, 70, 80 million pound midfielder. Alexis McAllister is the signing of the season. He struggled in September, October. And then it was all that, you need a CDM, you need a number 6. He was he needs to be further forward, number 8. And I kept saying, it's not that he's struggling at CDM. He's struggling just with football. He's out of form, but he's back in form so much. December, January. Alexis McAllister, what a baller. He's so combative as well. Like, he loves a scrap, which is a worry. Like, you think he's going to get injured the way he's diving into tackles, putting his body on the line. So we've got to be careful there. He hobbled off against Chelsea, which was a bit of a worry, but I haven't seen anything online to suggest he's injured. But I mean, I can do a paragraph in 5 minutes about every single player. I'm literally buzzing at the minute. But obviously, look, going to the Emirates, it's different. You've always got to back the home team. It's going to be an absolute cauldron in the Emirates. You've still got title ambitions. We've got title ambitions. You've got to win to stay in it. I think if we won, that would be you out of it. Would you agree that? Would that be 8 points
100%.
behind then?
Yes. Yeah, 100% agree. I feel like, I mean, would you call this game a title decider?
But if you win it, no. If we do, yes. Well, no, not title decider. It'll be a 2-horse race, us and City. If we win it, I think you'll be out of it. And we've still got to play City at Anfield, which is huge. If we can have a 3 or 4 point lead by the time that Man City come to Anfield on the 9th of March, I mean, I'm going to start dreaming then. I am going to start dreaming. But yeah, I can't be happy with the way we're playing. Like, I literally watch our games, the last couple of games, with my hands on my head, like, just can't believe what I'm watching. We are absolutely purring. We've got teams on the back foot. We're sourcing it all over the park, spreading the play. One-touch football is just incredible. Like, I call it the Anfield tumble dryer. Teams are just like, the heads are spinning. Like, Chelsea's head was spinning.
Yeah.
I mean, you must have watched it. They were on top for only 5 minutes of that game. And that's when we made 4 substitutes. They were on top from the 70th to the 75th minute. We weathered the storm. Yeah, they scored. And the next minute we went in overdrive, made it 4-1. And yeah, we're playing incredible at the minute, but every game you got to take it as it comes. Arsenal are going to be right up for it. But yeah, I couldn't be. We've got players coming back from injury. Thiago's even training now. He's not going to make the bench Sunday, apparently. But we've got, obviously, Robertson coming back. We've got Trent come back. Kanate and Van Dijk are just 2 rocks at the back.
Yes.
Alisson's playing out of his skin. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm really confident. Not to the point at the end of the show, I'm sure you say, let's make some score predictions. I don't even want to. It could go any way. I will, because it's fun to do so, but I don't even want to make any predictions.
No, for real, man. And it's obviously when you came on last time, Anfield, as you said, it was literally very, very polar opposite to how you're feeling now, really, you know. I think you said that you beat that would beat you at Anfield or something, didn't you? So
yeah, I think I tipped 2-1 to Arsenal, and we should have won it with that Odegaard handball again. I've got to get over that. I've been bed since then, but yeah, I think this Klopp announcement could go one or two ways, and it looks like it's going the way to benefit us. The fans are right up for it. The players look like they'll run through a brick wall for him, trying to give him the send off he deserves. Yeah, couldn't be happier. But what about you? What's the news with Arsenal at the minute? Obviously, Zinchenko and Ben White were arguing midweek. Zinchenko's been out of form the last month or two, as we touched on
Yeah.
in December. Your front are not firing as you'd like. Jesus looks lively. I watched the game midweek.
Yeah.
He got a goal, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored, and then so basically he missed an absolute sitter a minute before, like 5 minutes before, and then
Yeah.
he scores at the craziest, tightest angles as well. It's kind of
Crazy
mad.
angle.
Um,
And Declan Rice, did I hear he's struggling, or was that just a
he's
rumor?
he's been, look, start of the season he was performance levels was up here. He's still been doing his finish, begun under the radar. You know, he's just been doing his job. He hasn't really having any bad games. He's just been doing his job. He hasn't really been spectacular as he was at the start of the season. No, but with us, obviously, I don't know if you had the news about Thomas Partey. Everyone was saying, "Oh, he's back in full training. He's gonna be ready." And then Arteta's came out and completely deaded it in a press conference, saying, "No, he's not in the squad. Apparently, he's
Oh,
injured
really?
again."
He's broke down again.
Basically, he didn't go to AFCON. He shows his club over his country, yeah, which fair play to him because he wanted to get fully fit. He went to training in Dubai, right? And he comes back, and then Arteta says, "Oh yeah, he's fully in training now. He's going to be ready for the Forest game." Then the Forest game comes along. He's not ready yet, and then apparently he's returned to full training again. And then Arteta said in his press conference for the Liverpool game, no, he's got injured again. It's kind of like, how are you getting
What's his
this
contract situation? Is he in the last year, or has he still got another year?
last year as well on his contract? So in the summer,
Is he?
he'll probably end up leaving, bro. And I said this all the time with Thomas Partey. When he's fully fit, for me, he's our most important player. Yeah.
Last year he was.
Yes, 100%. But the issue is there's something not right with this whole situation with Partey, because this guy cannot be made of glass like this. It's every single time. This guy is, oh, he's back. We all getting hyped up, excited. No, he's injured again. What is actually going on here with this player, man? It's you just can't rely on him. And part of me has my other assumptions about it as well, because this guy at Atletico Madrid had a fresh injury record. I don't even think he picked up a single injury. But at Arsenal, he's been injured effectively for his whole half of his career, you know? And he'll be a massive miss. But yeah, look, with Zinchenko and Ben White fighting and all that stuff, it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like look, people say, oh, you know, it could be a good thing because they've got like, you know, they want to, what's the word? They're like ambitious and all that stuff. But I find it a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. At the end of the game, we won the game, and they're just having a little fight. I find it embarrassing, really. But Arteta came out. I don't know if you've seen this as well. I know I'm going a bit off topic, but Arteta said that he came out in his press conference saying Ben White and Zinchenko are sharing wives.
They're living together.
They're living together. They're sharing wives. What is going on here?
Jesus wept.
It's kind of mad, bro. But yeah, look, obviously, look, Jesus as well, as you said, he's been on a bit more better form. But Nunes,
Odegaard, I thought Odegaard was decent as well on
yeah.
Was it Wednesday night or Tuesday night?
Yes.
I thought he looks like he's getting back to his levels of last season.
Yeah, it's just whether he'll turn up in these big games, because there's been a whole criticism about him not turning up. You know, he's captain of Arsenal, not really showing up in these types of games. But yeah, he was pretty decent the other night. But yeah, Nunes though, bro, is he injured? I don't know. Klopp said he had a boot on after the game. But man was playing crossbar challenge against Chelsea, weren't he, bro?
Yeah. Hit the bar or the wood where a record 4 times in a game. It's only ever been done 3 times per game. Darwin Nunes, I can't even remember what I said about him in December. I have gone on record saying I've given up on him. I never want him to start another Liverpool game again. He's got to go in the bin. He's not going to be a success at Liverpool. However, after the last couple of games, Josh, I'm voting him my player of the year. Wow. I'm literally, my head is absolutely gone. Like, I don't even know what to say about him anymore. He pulls defenders left, right, and centre, creating space for others. One day he's going to score 5 goals. I've said it to you before. They're all just going to go in. I've give up. What will be with Darwin Nunes. I'm not going to slate him. I'm not going to say he could be the best in the world. I'm just going to let it all play out on what's going to happen. But yeah, apparently he took some studs to the boot after about 20 minutes on Wednesday night. He could have come off, but he kept the football boot on, completed the game, and then when he come off, it all swollen up. but they've done an X-ray. It's not broken or anything. I seen on the Liverpool Twitter today him coming up the stairs with flip-flops on, saying hello. He looked absolutely fine. So yeah, I don't know what way it's going to go, but again, even if he doesn't make it, I'm so happy with the front five at the minute that you could drop a Gakpo in there. You might even say that you should drop Gakpo in there away at the Emirates anyway to have a little bit more control in the false nine position, and then have Diaz and Jota either side running riot. I mean, you know how much Jota loves playing against Arsenal. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I've got Nunez in my fantasy team. I've got him in there. I've kept him in there. So if he don't play, the first sub will come in for him, which I actually think is Martinelli, actually. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I think he's going to make it, to be honest. And he's playing really well. He's not getting the goals. I mean, we could have done with that penalty going in, hitting the post with the penalty. I did call it before, actually. I said to my Liverpool group chat, I said, I hope Nunez takes it. He's having a great game. It will boost his confidence. And all the lads are like, nah, McAllister. The next minute, Nunez is stepping up, hits the post. I'm like, oh, come on. But he got a great assist at the end for Diaz to make it 4-1. So that, Klopp said it's not about him suffering confidence when he misses. As long as he's getting assists and he's pulling defenders left, right, and centre, which he is, he's playing really well. But it would just be nice to add 3 or 4 goals to his stats just to make him feel better and everyone else feel better. But yeah, he's playing really well. Do you hope he's playing, or would you rather it was Gakpo? Or
for me, Nunez plays. He's a threat to Arsenal based on his current form as well. And
see, it's funny because he kind of derided, doesn't he, by opposition fans that he's a waste of money or he's a flop. But you think about it, a lot of the teams will be happy if he's out injured.
So someone put in the chat as well, he scored 10 goals and 10 assists. Only other player, Saka, that's done like this so far. So just looking at his recent performances, he's been on absolute fire for you, man. And honestly, I hope he doesn't start, because if he does start, he's going to be a massive threat to us, And yeah, honestly, fair play. I mean,
that's good then. Listen, opposition fans, because if opposition fans hope he don't play, then he obviously must be doing something right.
Yeah, facts, bro. But in terms of obviously like your team selection and what you want to see Klopp go with, I know you said you got a bit of a selection headache. Obviously, you got your young players doing the bits, keeping the likes of Trent, out of right back, Gomez keeping Robbo out left back as well. You can do anything with that front three as well. That's what I love about your front threes. They're so versatile. Anyone, I mean, I think did Jota play on the right against?
Jota's been on the right. He started it with Diaz on the right when Salah went AFCON. Diaz on the right, Nunez on the left, and Jota in the centre. And I think he abandoned it after about 30 minutes. I can't remember who it was against. It was about 3 games ago. The next minute, he put Nunez back in the centre, Diaz on the left where he's used to, and put Jota on the right. And we haven't looked back. So it was the 30th minute of a game, 2 or 3 games. I can't remember which one it was. And that's it, pretty set now. So yeah, it's Diaz on the left, Jota on the right, and Jota is absolutely flying. Like, again, I'm not saying that I want Salah to go, never. But if they offer us money that we just simply cannot turn down for a 32-year-old, Jota is flying on that right wing. So it wouldn't be all bad. It wouldn't even be like, oh, we've got to run out and sign £100 million baller to replace Salah. We've already got the replacement there for me. He's playing fantastic. But yeah, then I think it's a flip of a coin. Nunez, Gakpo. If Nunez is fit, I think he'll go Nunez. But in defence, I can't call it. I literally cannot call it. If you're going to try and go tight with experience, of course you go Trent and Robbo. If you're going to go on current form and you can't drop or change a winning team, then you go on Connor Bradley and Joe Gomez.
Yeah. Look, for me, right, in terms of our Arsenal 11, I feel like he's going to go Ryan goal, the same back 4 as always. Zinchenko. Thank God Salah's injured, by the way. Or he's not going to be available for this game, because
Zinchenko will be happy.
Yeah, he'll be thrilled off. I mean, going back to the Anfield game, we saw what Salah does to him pretty much every single time, really. They play against each other. Salah always rips him a new one. So, yeah, but even if you've got someone like, say if you play, I don't know, Gakpo on the right or someone, even like Gakpo can cause Zinchenko, because he's awful defensively, man. He's always inverting. He's always getting caught out. He's always getting caught out with long ball over the top as well. It's like, yeah,
Is that a frustration for Arsenal fans, Josh, that Tierney's out on loan?
100%, bro. 100%. The issue with some fans is like, Tini's injury prone. Hold on a minute. How come Zinchenko's got a worse injury record than Tini does then? Work that one out, people, because
I hate it when
look,
stuff like that happens. Like, I remember we sent Pepe Reina, the goalkeeper, out on
yeah,
loan and had Simon Mignolet in goals. And I just didn't see any sense in it whatsoever.
100%, bro, 100%. And Tini's doing bits at Sociedad, and he was a left back who can actually defend, who can actually. He did everything, overlapping, could actually cross a football as well, not just like player wise and ability, but personality wise. The guy was a leader. The guy was captain material. I always said I wanted this guy to be Arsenal captain one day. He's a winner. He's got that winning mentality when he won trophies at Celtic as well. He was perfect. And then obviously we sent him out on loan.
I'm just
Midfield
looking at the
wise,
comments, Josh. Sorry, mate.
yeah,
Saskia Guna says TAA in midfield. Yeah, I
yes,
wouldn't rule it out. If McAllister does fail a fitness test because he took a couple of heavy hits against Chelsea, then yeah, Trent could drop into that number 6 CDM. Of course, the quarterback role, spreading the play, and Connor Bradley would retain his place at right back. It could happen. Good point, Saskia.
yeah, very, very good point indeed. But yeah, in terms of our midfield, in fact, like obviously Partey's out injured. Smith Rowe played the other night. I was really happy with that. But
Done well, didn't he?
yeah, he did do well. He I mean, fair play to the manager for actually giving him in the start, because we've Arsenal fans all crying out for him, man, to just start this guy, because there's all talk about him leaving and being sold, and the guy's not being enough game time, so we're really happy with that. So he probably, I don't think he'll actually go with Smith Rowe though. I reckon he'll go with someone like Havertz or Jorginho alongside Rice, and then obviously Odegaard will be there. He's got to turn up, as I said. Captain. He doesn't really turn up in these big types of games, so this is where he needs to prove his doubters run and actually turn up in this big game. Saka will be on the right. Martinelli will most likely be on the left. Although I would go with Trossard, but he'll probably go Martinelli, and then there'll be Jesus down the middle for me for Arsenal's lineup. So, I mean, looking at that, listening to that lineup, Scott, I mean, does any of those players really, fear you coming into this
Oh,
game?
definitely, especially at home. Like Arsenal they're incredible, an incredible team. The midfield, yeah, it does feel a little bit like I feel like we'll have the edge on you because,
Mm,
like I say, Curtis Jones is flying. Dominic Saboslay's even come into a bit of form. He's such a powerful runner, powerful player, a little bit like in the Declan Rice mold. And then it's CDM McAllister. Like I said, he's the sign of the season, so it feels like we'll have the edge over you in midfield a little bit. But of course, the game is played like that. But my question for you is, Josh, there was obviously rumours during the week that Mikel Arteta was going to quit at the end of the season and he was eyeing up the Barca job. It died a death, these rumours, after about a day, didn't it? They didn't go anywhere. And I
no.
did think they were nonsense when I heard them. But if we beat you on Sunday, and it is effectively probably the end of your title charge this season, what will the fans be thinking towards Arteta?
Mm,
Because you were building something, especially off the back
yeah.
of last season. Like, can you go
Mm,
one step further? You can't
mm.
afford to lose this, really, can you? And in effect, go out of the title race.
Absolute facts, bro. Absolute fact. Yeah. End of the day, right? Arteta, and this is the thing. The fans will, I reckon, if we lose this game, because the Premier League will effectively be over. I mean, mathematically all this stuff, but let's just be realistically here. Yeah, we lose this game, we ain't winning the Premier League, right?
Yeah.
If we win it, it's a different story. But if we lose this game, I do see fans turning on this guy, because effectively the whole aim for this season is to win the trophy. As Arsenal, you spent the money. We expect as fans, the standard should be to deliver a trophy. Of course, there's context into it. Say we get Champions League, we're still in it. Say we get to the semi-final and lose to Real Madrid, and if we lose the Premier League title 2 points to Man City, whatever, you can sit there and say, all right, maybe. But the fact that we had the chance to win the League Cup, we got knocked out by West Ham in the early round. That's on Arteta against you guys in the FA Cup, right? Okay, look, we didn't take our chances, but again, we got knocked out in the early round once again. How many times have we seen Arteta do this? We're out of another cup, Champions League. Anything can happen, but let's just be real. If he doesn't win a Champions League again, there's context to it, and obviously Premier League as well. So I definitely think fans will start to turn on this manager. I will have to sit there and say, if you don't win anything, can't sit. And I think I said at the start of the season, because as you said, this is where we're going to build on from it now. If we win nothing, for me, it's regressing in a sense. And
just being comfy top four isn't enough, is it?
exactly, absolute
You need to be
facts,
taking
Scott.
it down to the last day, at least the last game or two,
Yeah,
to be
absolute
in
facts.
with even a slim chance to win the league. Then it might be seen as progress.
But then you got the whole thing, fans may want him out, but we look at the bigger picture and we look at the owner now. They are going to offer him a contract extension when we're midway through a season. And that just tells me all you need to know about these ownerships, ambitions and their standards. The fact that they're willing to give him a contract extension midway through a season, they're going to announce it in the next couple of weeks. We're not even end of the season, so it's not even like we can sit there and review it. Okay, how did he do in this? How did he do in that? Does he deserve a contract extension? No, you're going to get contract extension right now because where we are is apparently acceptable. And I think that just tells us all we need to know about these owners. Really, is they will, if this guy wins nothing and he finishes full, for example, they will keep him. They'll keep him and give him another 200 mil to spend, and soon will be Chelsea money about $1 billion, and it'll be going a cycle, and just we're hoping that he'll be successful with us. It's
I don't want to build Sunday up anymore because it doesn't need it. Liverpool are box office, but the more we're talking Sunday because it's at home, this is must win for Arteta, isn't it?
100%, bro. This is a must win game, and also must win game in the sense that you got Tottenham calling behind us now. If they beat Everton, they're joint on points with us. Aston Villa, if they beat Sheffield United, they're joint on points with us. The season's been crazy. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, the season's been unbelievable this Premier League season. But the fact that Aston Villa with Emery, our ex-manager, Tottenham with their new phase with Postecoglou, are now joint points with us as well. Yeah, it will not be a good look. And if you win this game, how many points you go above us? Is it?
I think it'll be 8.
8.
I think we're 5 ahead now, aren't we?
Yeah, 8 points clear.
On the same games. Man City are 5 behind us, but they've got a game in hand. So I think they'd be 2 behind us if they win it.
But I'll put it back to you, yeah. If you were to lose this game to Arsenal, do you think that's the title done?
No. If we lose this, the 3-horse race is back on, isn't it? And obviously, Man City would be heavy favourites.
Yeah.
Because they always pull away March, April time. They always do.
Yeah, that's very, very true, man.
And you can't get mad losing games. Losing away to Arsenal, losing away to Man City, you can't get mad at that. You have to win your home game. So all the pressure's on Arsenal and Arteta. You have to beat Liverpool on Sunday, make it a 3-horse race, and then everyone's happy that it's not a 2-horse race like it normally is, or with Man City running away when we don't challenge them or you don't challenge them. It's a over by March sort of thing. So yeah, it'll just keep it interesting, and it's just going to be another incredible game. I can't wait. I literally can't wait.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. Jordan's got a question. He says, "What do you think about Conor Bradley for us? Will we use him against Arsenal on Sunday? This is our last manager danced at the Emirates when they missed Jurgen Klopp. You never walk alone, Jurgen Klopp." Yeah, Scott. I mean, as you said, I mean,
I've got a tear in my eye, Jordan. I don't even want to think about Jurgen leaving. But yeah, look, Conor Bradley. I don't want to get carried away because one day soon, Josh, he's going to get dribbled past, skinned by someone like It could happen Sunday, Martinelli. He could get skinned. And it's how you react to that. It can't be like, oh, I've been riding the crest of a wave. I've been winning man of the matches, getting assists. But all of a sudden now the kind of adrenaline drops. I'm getting skinned. I realize it's not about that. It's how he deals with it. He will get skinned one day, just like Trent Arnold had, just like other Cafu has, the Paolo Maldini. They've all got skinned by a winger at one point. But Conor Bradley, I've seen things that I've not seen probably since Trent Arnold, since Steven Gerrard. That assist for Dominic Szoboszlai on Wednesday. Do you remember he tore away down the right? His burst of power getting away from that defense, and then the quality of the ball whipped in. It's just, I was in my Liverpool group chat being like, I am done. He was doing Cruyff turns away from, I think it was Caicedo. Yeah, Caicedo of all players who turned us down. He's doing Cruyff turns away from Caicedo and spraying it into the middle. And I was just like, I'm honestly gassed about this player, Jordan. I'm sure you are as well. But early signs are he is top draw.
His goal as well that he scored for
oh, it was incredible.
Unbelievable goal, man. Absolutely quality he is. And yeah, I mean, Klopp playing your youth players. I mean, who's that guy he brought off the bench as well for a little bit as well?
Bobby Clark. He's been getting minutes off the bench. There's another lad, James McConnell, played. He played against Fulham. That was it. Fulham in the League Cup semi-final. just all these youth players, the Jarro Kwanzaa, the centre back, he's getting the odd game next to Van Dijk when we're resting Kanate. I'm just buzzing about the youth system, buzzing about everything, the whole vibe around Liverpool at the minute. Obviously, fingers crossed, you're hoping if we get a new director of football, a new manager, be it Xabi Alonso, you're just hoping nothing changes. Just more of the same. Just keep it going.
Yeah, 100%. Look, Scott, it's time for the big score prediction, my friends. I know the last two previews we've done, you've gone against Liverpool, but is that going to change for this one, man?
Nah, I'm gonna again. You very, very rarely come away from the Emirates with an away win. We're not going to get 2 away wins in 3 weeks. You know, it's life just isn't like that. I think Arsenal are going to up it. They're going to stay in the title race. I'm going to go exactly the same as last time. I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal. There'll be something mad happen, Josh. That's all I can predict. There'll be a VAR mistake or a VAR error or a VAR apology on Monday with Dermot Gallagher for either your team or my team. There'll be something humongous, gargantuan happen in this box office game. I know that will happen. And it's sad that we're saying that, but it'll happen.
Yes, 100%. I mean, look, as a neutral, everyone's been tuning into this, and we always put on a show for the neutrals, man. Every single time, you know, it's always, you said, a blockbuster game. It's always been every time we play against each other, it's absolutely fireworks. Let's be real with it. I'm going to stick to my 2-2 draw.
Box office, baby.
Box office. Facts. Yeah.
2-2 draw.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my 2-2 draw, man. I'm sitting on the fence with a draw, but I feel like it's going to be full of goals. It's going to be entertainment as always. And yeah, I feel like both teams will share the point at the Emirates, bro. But it's going to be lit as always. Scott, thank you very much for taking your time to come on the channel as always, man.
Thanks for the invite as always, mate. Really appreciate it. And all the people in the comments. Apologies again. Me and Josh just get into it and we barely look at the comments. So apologies for that, guys. We want obviously you to be involved in the conversation and that. But there's always so much to talk about our two incredible teams.
Yeah, 100%. Big up Moss in the chat. He says, good luck, Scott. And he's gone 2-1 as well. It's the same as you for the Gunners. So, yeah, it's going to be lit, guys. It's going to be absolute scenes. And we're both buzzing for it. And look, Scott, after this game, bro, look, may the best team win, of course. And
always
all the best for the rest of the season as well, man. I think it's going to be a lit season as well. I mean, look at the amount of surprises we've seen already this season. It's been a crazy Premier League season, but I reckon it's going to be even more surprising towards the end. But yeah, thanks for coming as always, man. And
yeah, cheers for the invite, brother. Love it.
Guys, make sure you go and give him a sub. Literally, if you haven't already, pin comment right at the top. We're getting out of it, guys. We'll be back tomorrow as always. Come on, you Gunners. Massive game. And
up the Reds.
Come on, the Gunners. We're out of it. Ciao, guys. Thank you.